Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance here at Manningtree Park with the great one.
The great one.
Mr. Peter Morganti. Welcome, Peter, to Manningtree Park.
Thanks, Darren. On a very sticky day here at Manningtree Park.
Yes, we continually to bring you the latest on the weather every week, Pete, as well
we're
as
good at that, aren't we?
our horses.
Yeah.
We're always talking about the weather today. Yeah, we've had a little bit of a hot spell and it's a bit muggy.
Well, we can't get Jane Bunn in. She refuses to come on the show.
She's no good anyway, Pete.
God, it gets it wrong a bit, doesn't she?
Well, you said that, not me.
Hi, Jane.
I don't know if she watches.
Probably not.
She did respond to my that tweet we had with ATV on her. She did respond to that, you know.
I didn't see. Was it a kind response?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Well, there you go.
Probably looking for a sponsor. But she might want your job when she's given up the weather.
She'd probably wear the ATB symbol better than me.
You reckon?
Possibly. Steve Everett would agree with that.
Ha! Steve Everett. So how was Christmas, Pete?
Yeah,
How'd you put it in? Like,
no, good.
Yeah?
Good. Went back to the in-laws with Beck and the kids. Ate far too much. Drank far too little.
hang on. Is that anything different than any other week?
Would have been ate far too much and drank far too much. Not big drinkers back there.
No, I didn't. I don't know if I had a drink on Christmas Day, Pete.
No, I had a couple of scotches and
I had to
beer.
work. We had no staff, Pete.
Doesn't stop, Darren.
100 horses to feed.
Had to feed them, yes.
Takes a while on your own. It takes a while. There's a reason why we got 4 staff feeding horses, Pete.
It takes a long time.
It's probably a good thing that I went out and fed them,
Why is that?
because now I realise what they do all day.
Yeah. See,
And they're probably glad I went out and fed them as well.
so you don't knock them when they're not
It's
working.
not so much the feeding of them, it's actually making up the
Yeah.
100 feeds when you're finished,
Yeah.
when it's about 33.
It's just you and Liz.
Where were you?
What time was that? 9 o'clock? Might have just rolled out of bed.
9 o'clock. I think I was nearly done by 9.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got up early and got into it and got it done before it got hot. But look, you know, when you got to look after those horses, they've got to be looked after. And I think the main thing on Christmas Day is you don't want any problems. No sick horses, no problems, because if the vet comes out, it's about $1,000 an hour. So you don't want to be calling the vet. So we don't change any feeds. We don't move no horses around before Christmas.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to increase the probabilities of any issues.
Aside from having a late lunch with it.
That's it. So anyway, no, it all went well. We had the whole family here at Manningtree Park,
Very
and Father Christmas paid a visit, and so did Yogi.
I seen that. Yeah, a couple of photos here we can put up, Darren.
Yeah, well, let's have a look. Because I can tell you, when they're all over, the kids are all over looking at the chooks in the chook house, and Yogi snuck up behind them. I think nearly all of them ended up in the chook house. The last thing they expected to see was a bear.
Yeah.
But it was a great day. It's always good to get together with the family.
Yeah, it is.
And, you know, you really enjoy your time with them.
Well, I think too, sitting back watching the young ones that probably didn't know much about Christmas, and all of a sudden they realise that there's someone that brings a lot of presents in. And,
No, I thought it was good. It's always good to have the family here, and it's always good to see them go home.
yeah, more so, yeah.
Hope Mum's not watching. But that'll get back, won't it, Roger?
Yeah.
And Judy.
Mr. Gleeson, pass
Anyway.
on all the info.
Anyway, it was it's great, and, you know, it's a bit of a quiet time now between Christmas and New Year, so we're just doing a few odd jobs, Pete.
Yep.
Moving a few around, a few
Just
horses.
as I look out the back here, a lot of new fencing being put in, should I say, and that'd be hard work, banging them into the ground this time of year.
Yeah, it was, I forget how many posts we put in out there, about 300 I think, so that's all the new yards for the yearling preparation, because we've got our first yearling sale draft at the Melbourne Premier Sale this year with 10 yearlings going through, so no doubt we'll talk more about that in coming weeks, and we might even be able to pop up. You've been out here taking photos of them. You might be able to pop a couple of yearling photos up here for people to look at. Have a look at these. All right, let's get back to the real job at hand, Pete. Last week's runners.
Yes.
Where do we start?
I went to Kyneton on the Saturday, you went to the Valley. You found a winner and I found a horse that ran better, so it was 2 ticks. But Bloodlet, she was out to the extended trip for the first time, and all from getting a little bit lost on the home turn. She probably should have ran second. She ran 5th beaten just on 2 lengths.
So that was an 1850, John McNeil Road. What Peter's saying here is that she probably didn't handle that tight track at Kyneton, couldn't get around the corner, wobbled, lost balance, lost momentum, and then got going late and really found the line late.
She felt the pressure of the horse inside her.
I thought you might have had a cramp in your arm then, Pete. I wasn't sure what was going on there. Was that your jockey impersonation?
That was the old Jai McNeil trying to straighten her up. But she just felt that pressure, that horse under pressure, and just lost her balance. But like you said...
Big track horse, Pete.
Oh, absolutely.
She's not a big horse, but she's a big striding horse.
Yes.
And she's a big track horse. And look, we had to go to that 1850 because...
Fits in nicely.
Our whole goal with Bloodlet is to win a city race because she's a half-sister to the Group 1 mare we had in Platelet.
Yep.
And it'd be good to get her to win a city race. She'd be quite a valuable mare. So, not to mention, there's good prize money, Pete. Exactly. And owners are in horses to win city races. So... yeah, so that was her final lead-up race to her grand final, which we'll come back to later. But it was a much improved run, and looking forward to her next start.
Yep. And
while you were up there drinking cider under the elm trees.
Soft solo.
Solo.
Actually, solo.
You were
solo. I was solo, drinking solo.
You arrived solo, did you leave solo?
No, I left solo too.
Good man. I went to Moonee Valley. It was damn hot down there.
It was hotter after the race.
Ransom Money got the job done, and... full points to Darren Weir and his team. They were very confident. He was 4th emergency, and he got a run. That was the first surprise.
A big surprise.
That never happens.
We did load up on races after just in case, but
yes, and he was about $8 into $5.50, and the Weir stable thought he'd run really well, and they were right.
And well ridden.
And your mate Ethan Brown.
Good claim that was, Darren, because I don't think he could have won without it.
It was a very good ride for that young fella. I had a good talk to him. He comes from Alice Springs.
Yeah. Did he get any slings?
I'm not sure, but he actually gave out his address. That's right, I've forgotten about that.
I had to laugh. The poor kid looked like he thought, what are you on about?
In the post-race, I said to him, look, there's some wealthy owners in his horse who like to sling. What's your address? And the kid, I don't know, would he be 18?
Oh, I'd be just if he is.
And he turned around and just gave me the street address. So we're probably obliged to send him something, Pete.
Thoughts, mate? Yeah, so we lobbed in a pretty nice position and travelled well throughout the run. We got to him quite easy. I would have liked a better card into the race, but you know, once he hit the front, he was a big raw bugger. He wanted to run in and try and get out of it. In hindsight, I probably should have pulled the 6 through the left just to wake him up a bit. But look, we won. He won it right. He was well placed though, so all good.
Now, the owners, if they want to send cash presents, what's the address? They're all rich.
10A Seaview Avenue.
That's it. And mate, what score would you give yourself for that ride? I'd give you a 10 out of 10.
Would you? Oh, I'll leave that to you and Darren and the owners. But
well done. Merry Christmas,
cheers.
Mate. Thank you.
Cheers.
Maybe we'll send him an ATB hat.
I'm just pretty sure he hasn't had that post-interview type before, and
yes.
He's a very raw little kid. He doesn't
tell you what, he can ride.
Yeah, no, he's just
mark my words, he will be, in the next 3 years, he'll be one of Melbourne's leading jocks.
Yeah, good balance.
You can just see.
Well, the fact the horse was going to over-race early, and then next thing you know, it was just travelling beautifully. It was a good sign.
Yeah, we're fortunate here in Victoria. We've got a couple of good young kids, Bo Mertens, Ethan Brown.
Well, the fact that...
Fred Kersley coming through, Stephanie Thornton.
We're at the stables that we've got horses with are using them, so we're able to get hold of them.
And I'll tell you what, some of those older jockeys out there watching this, you want to watch yourself, boys, or you'll be back to the bush. These young kids have got you covered at the moment.
Less holidays, more work, boys.
Yes, yes. Anyway...
well, that was a great result.
It was a great result. Congratulations to all the owners. You know, Ransom Money... when he won a Terang that day, first prep, he looked like he was going to be a superstar. And then he went out and he came in and he didn't do a lot, and we were starting to wonder whether he's 100% genuine. But
he's just dour, isn't he? Just one-paced.
Yeah. And look, it's just worked out perfect.
It's funny for
Saturday.
a 1500 metre, 1600 metre type horse that just has that one bat. Normally they've got that little bit of a kick, but
no ping.
He's just got strength. Yeah.
I thought it was a well-executed plan.
Yeah, no,
and we got the results, and he'll be off to another city race somewhere.
And the 2 races he's won, he's picked up over 30 grand. So, I mean, you know, he's pocketed 80,000 now for
up
2
to 80
wins.
grand.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
Great result. Then we had
he was a homebred, Pete.
Yeah.
What was he, 30 grand?
Yeah,
40 grand, something like that?
Well, until he paid his way. Yeah.
No, homebred cheap.
And he got 5 points for that win.
Did he?
He placed right.
65.
Yeah, he could place right with the claim. Well, we're in a 70 coming up.
Yeah, and claim as well.
you can claim as well. He actually can still run in a 64 and carry 58.5, which wouldn't be on him if you had the right race. But I think the key is, like you've said, if you get to 70s with 56.5, it suits his.
I think a lot of horses win with 55 or less, Pete.
Yeah.
I think you can use the weight to your advantage.
Exactly.
But that was great, and that was a nice little gift there for everyone for Christmas. So they're all pretty excited.
The last two winners had money in their name. Someone pointed that out.
Yeah, and one bloke owned both of them, David Farron. He only buys horses that got called Money Something.
So you know what the next name's going to be when he's in it. Anyway, that was great. So we had a few days off then, and we come to Boxing Day where we had Perugia kick off at Caulfield in a fairly handy 3-year-old race.
Well, we didn't expect anything there, did we? And luckily we never, because we didn't get anything.
He ran ninth. He was only beaten 4 and a bit lengths.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Craig Williams rating.
And suggested that he probably, I don't know if he felt the track, but he never gave 100%.
They said that, he was a bit...
Yeah, so I don't know how you take that, whether he's just not fit enough.
Well, I hope he handled the track, because we're not going to get any softer over the next month,
No, exactly. And he had reasonable form last prep on firmer surfaces as well, so I would say just first up, he's just a bit ring rusty, Darren.
Well, you keep saying Weir's horses go no good first up. They peak at runs 3 and 4.
Not too many win first up.
You said to me you don't know why he bothers charging training fees for the first month.
It's funny, I've said that. This stellar collision that I've had.
Got something wrong with you?
Yeah.
It's a sign of nervousness.
Stellar collision I had my eye on one first up the Christmas Boxing Day handicap.
Well, they didn't expect that. It paid $25.
Well, Mr. Dean, I heard on the grapevine from his wife that he didn't want to go to Caulfield to ride this bloody thing because it can't win.
Really?
$26.
So he's changed, Dean. He used to go anywhere to ride anything, but now he's a multiple Group 1 winner. He's getting a bit selective.
Bit picky.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go here, he doesn't want to go there.
We might become a bit picky with his rides.
We have already, if you haven't noticed.
Anyway, look, I think Perugia will improve lengths off that run. We'll get to probably 12 or 1300 pretty quick.
When he gets to 14, 16, that'll be him.
Yep.
Fourth up.
Yeah, and the next horse is the same. My shiny choice. Had to get that run out of the road yesterday at Mornington.
Well, I like the pre-race. He's running on the wrong track over the wrong distance with the wrong tactics.
Was that Robbie's?
Well, that was the trainer.
Yeah, then afterwards he said, I did.
So if anyone backed it after listening to that, you are fair dinkum a victim.
They're hoping.
And I'll take your money in the future.
Yeah. Well, Robbie, the post-race, well, that was the race we need to get out of the road.
It was like a trial.
So anyway, I mean...
He passed one.
Yeah, I nearly got the second one. I was hoping you get that second one.
Fair dinkum, that track, Mornington, I can't stand it. Like...
Trials only?
The first three first three in running... Well, I don't think they changed order.
Only one horse. I think it was the horse that ran fourth, picked up 3 or 4 in the run. The rest,
just followed.
You could have took the 4. You know, the old in the Herald Sun years ago, we had the 800, the 400.
Okay. Years ago, they don't do that now.
No, I don't know.
Well,
I don't buy the Sun.
Can't afford it.
No.
Got 3 kids.
I don't like looking
8 kids.
Me losers. Next day.
I just like watching that.
He'll improve heaps second up.
I hope so.
I think he's won 2 out of 3 second up.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised that John McNeil rode him, Pete. Why did you take Brad off?
Jai rode him in the 2 trials.
Why'd you sack Brad?
No, I didn't.
He's won on him a few times.
Robbie won't listen to me. He just puts on whoever he wants to.
Is that right?
No, I'm only joking, Rob.
You're going to have to talk to Mr. Griffiths.
Oh, I did say we're happy to keep Bo Mertens on a certain horse, and the thumbs up come, so I gather that's all done.
Sure. That was it.
That's it. 4 runners, 1 winner. That's 25%.
Well, that's an improvement on
I reckon we'll the same the week before. But
that's about where... Well, I don't think we're going to have a heap of runners now for the next few months.
5 or 6 a week, probably.
Because if I'm feeding all these horses here, they're not in work.
If it's 100 here you feed, there's not too many being fed at the stables.
Well, we don't actually like having too many in over these hot, dry months with these tracks rock hard. So
it's good
and running in hot weather.
Yeah.
So we are normally a little bit quiet in sort of January, February, aren't we?
What's that? Our pre-trainers now are the ones we're looking for winter.
Well, they've got the winter horses going in, aren't we?
So and obviously a lot going to Robbie's that we don't know a lot about, but that's our
2-year-olds.
Yeah.
We don't know a lot about Robbie either, do we?
No, we know enough, don't we?
Do we?
I think he can train a little bit.
You reckon?
No, he's got a couple of winners there for us, or 1. Couple of winners. Couple coming up. No, good man, Rob.
So, all right. Well,
coming up.
So, can we get a winner this week, Pete? It looks like we've only got 4 runners.
1, 2, 3, yeah, 4, 5.
5.
If we stretch out to next Wednesday. Right. Galileo's Pearl's the first one.
Friday night.
2,520 metres at Cranbourne. Stephanie Thornton, I think she claims 1.5. He's 4th up.
Well, there's a significant jockey change here.
Yeah, from Michael Walker to a claimer. Only about 6 in the race, isn't there?
Is there?
They're not many.
Well, we should run top 5.
Well, if we don't, we run 6th.
I'd like to see a little bit of effort in the last 200 metres on this horse.
Well, they're getting out to 25s. Key. Claims are key.
What do you
Home
think?
tracks are key.
What do you think?
I'd love to see him
Who
sitting
backed
up
it last start? 25s into 10s.
Did the stable get burnt fingers? Because I never backed it. I didn't entertain.
Well, I couldn't see it winning, and it was heavily backed. And the post race from the trainer was a bit angry.
And the post race from
the jockey's been sacked. Jockey was disinterested.
Both sack jockey, angry trainer. Probably
What's that mean? Get on.
Changes.
There's something fishy going on, Pete.
I think the talk of Stephanie going on was reasonably early.
Well, she's apprenticed to Mick Kennedy.
Yeah. And riding well. She's killing them at the Valley.
She's going as good as anyone. Anyway.
Friday night, she's Friday night specialist. Is this
We won't be there,
day?
Pete.
Is this the day
I think
meeting?
it's a night meeting.
Night meeting.
Imagine going down there on the Friday night before New Year's Eve. It'll take about 8.5 hours each way.
You might get back by the next New Year.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'll be
we'll
watching
barrack
that
it, but should be an improved run.
I'm sure Trevor will be there. Trevor Simpson.
That's the 21s into 11s, I reckon. Trevor likes having a bet.
Yeah, he might need fuel money after that.
Righto, Sunday, we're going to go different ways, Darren.
We've got 2 runners.
Yeah.
One at Echuca, one at Warrnambool.
I'll be down Warrnambool way.
Still got that Hong Kong bug, haven't you?
It's not quite gone. Tried a couple of stiff whiskies too, but...
Well, you got a big bottle. Have you drank that bottle yet?
Oh, how good was that? Where'd Liz find that? I don't know if I'm game to drink it. 55% blue label.
Play your head
I
off.
just think it just sits there and keeps increasing with value, that one.
Well, when I rang you on the phone the other day, I thought you must have drunk half the bottle.
No, lovely present. Condover Hall, women's racing
Right.
syndicated horse who
Ready to win.
we had to scratch because he knocked his head on the float last weekend. He's in a 1700.
Knocked his head on the float going from the Ballarat training track to Michelle's Ballarat stables.
She should have just walked him.
Now we're going to Warrnambool on the float. That's 2 hours.
Could knock his head off.
Put a helmet on him.
Yeah, anyway.
Anyway, took a bit of skin off.
Actually,
Probably had a bit of a headache. Have you seen him?
No, I haven't seen him since it. But I would have loved it doing a little bit further.
How far is the piece?
17.
Bit short.
But I still reckon around Warrnambool, around that 1700.
Well, if you lead and go on the fence, you get bogged. You won't win.
Well, it's not a rain though, is it?
No, you've got to get off the fence, Pete, I'm telling you.
Oh, Michelle will just have to
Make
steer
sure
a course. Want
you're
me to
there.
tell her?
Yeah.
Instructions to the jockey.
When you, upon straightening, drift 2 off the fence.
So I'll tell the jockey without the trainer listening.
Yep. How's that work?
Don't know. She's got to have 2 heads. Got to have the trainer's head off and the jockey's head. Anyway, look, if he runs up to his stall run, I don't know if he can win, but he'll be around about.
I would have rather 2,000.
Yeah. Anyway, the fact he missed a week, we'll see what happens Sunday, and then we can step him out. You'll go to Echuca where Equieto, after he missed a run as well with a little nick on his cannon bone, I think it was. Paul just wanted to give him a couple extra days. He's an 1,170 metre benchmark 64.
Yep.
Drawn 4 with Talia Hope on it.
Talia Hope. Well, we're hoping.
It's Blake Shin's niece or something, isn't
Is it? Niece.
Niece?
I don't
Sister?
know.
I don't know.
She rode 4 winners the other day
Relative.
somewhere.
For Paddy Payne.
Where at?
Seymour?
Oh, right. I don't know much about it, to be honest. But anyway, Paul Pruska's happy with the horse.
Yeah, he just wanted the next 2 or 3 days.
And he wanted the 1,200.
Yeah, so he's basically got that with 1170. Drawn 4.
Leader's track.
Yeah, should be just in there, positive in behind him, and hopefully
Well,
produced.
we thought this horse could win at Moonee Valley over the summer.
Got to go close here.
He needs to be winning at Echuca.
Anyway,
So that's where I'll be. Echuca. 3 hours each way, that's fine.
be about 40 degrees.
Oh, that's how that.
No, I don't know.
I think it's going to be
The
cool.
weather's going to be all right. Anyway,
And then...
Mr. Moneybags on New Year's Day.
Oh, that's the next day. So I'm
Yeah.
off to Flemington. Mr. Moneybags, last start winner at Sandown. Impressive.
Out to 1700.
Steps up to 1700. Bo Merton stays on for Robbie Griffiths.
Drawn
Progressive horse on his way
8.
through to a race on January 20.
over 2,000.
Over 2,000.
So it's a lovely
So
stepping stone.
This is the step up he's looking for if he's going to take part in that big Vobis Gold race
Love him on
on
the
the
big
20th.
track.
So Bo Merton's rode him good. He ran well. So
I mean, it's a step up, mate.
Still learning his
to
trade.
70, but I mean, I think the big track's a big tick. 1700's got to be a tick the way he finished off the other day. So
What barrier did you ride?
I think it was 8.
Right. Is
Yeah.
it a big field?
Dozen or 14, if I can
right.
remember. Yeah.
Oh, well, it's got to be each way chance.
Yep. No, I agree. Progressive horse. Could end up being one of our better horses in the barn, Darren.
Could be.
After that, we spoke about her earlier, Bloodland.
Yes, Wednesday at Sandown at this
We
stage.
found a midweek race that suits out to the 2100. The stables did look at a 2000, but they understand we're trying to win in town.
Yep.
Ethan bringing on, it's not claiming, but just his nice hands on this mare.
He's got nice hands.
Nice hands, nice hands. We've seen that with Ransom Muddy. I couldn't get myself out of that one. Nice rider, is that better?
Yeah, well, he'll suit this man.
I think so.
Because she can have a tendency to be a bit revvy and
Yeah,
a bit
Bo
hard.
Mertens is a similar type. They're similar type jockeys in a way.
Come through the same master.
Well, there you go. That's probably why. Just with Mick Kent's apprentices.
Well, like you said earlier, Pete, he can really, like he apprenticed Bo Mertens, Ethan Brown, Steph Thornton.
Yep.
They're all apprenticed to him. And there's probably 100 others. That I
Well, the
can't think
Baylisses
of.
too, I
The
think.
Baylisses.
Yeah.
And as you said the other day, if only he could train racehorses like he could train apprentices, he'd be a master.
Mick, you know what's going on here.
Is that what you said?
I said he's a good trainer, especially of stayers. I reckon that was my words.
Yes. I thought you said he trains apprentices better.
Ah, dear. No comment, Darren. Good trainer
All right.
all round.
Well,
so that's it. There's not many coming up. But
She'll be 15-1.
see, what could win there?
I don't know.
The horses we all expect to run well.
I would be disappointed if any of those horses finished further back than 5th or 6th.
They should all weigh in.
They should all weigh in. That's well said, Pete.
Yeah.
Because they're all good, consistent horses on the way up.
Yeah.
And pretty much at the top of their game.
Yep.
Ready to do his best,
Yeah.
ready to do his best, ready to do his best, ready to do his best, ready to do his best. Yeah, they're all in that part of their prep, aren't
Yeah.
they?
They're certainly not at the back end of their prep, but
They're
they're
not at
ready.
the start, not at the back.
No. So
They should be peaking.
if we went back and asked the same question the previous 7 days, I don't know whether we would have labelled Ransom Money or Mr. Moneybags, but they were at,
There's a couple kicking off
Yeah.
and a couple,
Yeah.
well, pretty much 3 out of the 4 from last week. The ones that didn't win were all either kicking off or
Yeah.
warming up, and
Yeah.
the one that won was at the top of his game.
Exactly.
So here we go into a week, where they should all run well.
Yep. So they do.
Well, let's see what happens, and that's the New Year's. That'll be 2018, Pete.
Yeah.
Any New Year's resolutions for you?
They'll lose a lot of weight.
Lose a lot of weight.
Well, lose weight. I shouldn't say a lot.
Right. So that means you're
No
going to...
target.
What are you going to do? You're going to ride your push bike to the races like... what's the race caller?
Just not sure which leg's the sorest, but I'll chop one off. That'll get rid of about 20.
Rick McIntosh. That's how he lost all his weight. He started riding his push bike to the races. He used to ride from Bendigo to Ballarat.
Imagine a trip to Swan Hill.
Well, why don't you start from Ballarat to Burrumbeet?
That'll do. That actually, speaking of
Have you got a
Ballarat-
push bike?
No, Jonas is big enough for me to ride. He struggles to ride it, so I'll be able to ride it. Speaking of Burrumbeet, that comes up in 2 or 3 days. The
You going?
iconic. No, I don't think I am. I think I'm going to be down Warrnambool the night before and spend New Year's Eve with the in-laws and probably hang out there. So that'll save me money and a headache. It's only 10 minutes from home now, but I finally moved to, always said it'd be good when we can go to Burrumbeet just down
Now
the
you
road.
live in Ballarat, you never
now
go.
I've gone back to Spencer, so...
How was Ben's Cup? Did you go?
I went out for a couple of races, the Cup and all that, and actually while we're on that, thoughts out to Holly McKechnie, Paul Pruska's partner, who got dumped off one and thrown into a fence, and her foot got hooked up in the fence, the horse was released and gone, and she's broken the bones on the top and the bottom of her foot, and I think ripped the tendon off her sole of her foot, so... Poor old Holly's going to be out for a little while.
Tough game, isn't it?
I did mention to her that at least, be able to keep the bookwork up to date now in the office. She had a laugh about that. So, yeah, tough game. Like, simple as, trotting a horse to the barriers and it spooks. And she's probably out for 3 months. Got to have it operated on. So, good luck with that, Hole.
Yeah, Paul will notice a difference.
He might have to start riding a few. I think he does now anyway.
Has to do a bit more work, Paul.
Housework.
Eh?
Housework.
General,
cooking,
everything.
the whole lot. Geez, he might be a grumpy man the next 2 or 3 months.
I'll ask him that at Machuca on Sunday.
He's pretty laid back, Paul, so we're interested. He gets a bit fired up with having to do everything.
Hopefully he's got family down for the break.
Yeah, I think he has got a lot of family around Horsham anyway, so he might have to
All right. Well, I think we've waffled on enough.
Yeah, we have waffled a bit. Not many runners, Darren.
No, that's good. 4 each week. I'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
1 winner every week. I'll be happy with that too.
That's 52.
Yeah, we're a long way behind.
We need to catch up. It's coming.
Well, until next year, 2018, I wish you all a very happy new year. And don't drink too much or eat too much over this festive period, because you'll pay for it for the rest of January. Won't they, Pete?
You will.
And I'm Darren Dance with Peter Morganti. Until next week, have a great new year.